got it. Yeah, yeah. That's all right. Drive 4 hours, yeah. Well, you'll see. We'll see. You know, one never knows. Last night was not too high, but we'll see. No, I did that to my parents. I'm from my dad. Chicago. My uncle, and then it's
Welcome, everybody. Please stand as able for our opening number. Swing wide the doors, and the words will be up on screen.
Hello. Nice to be back. My name's Daniel. I wrote this little ditty. Do you guys know this song? Oh, okay, cool. Here we go. Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. There's a voice that I've heard for years. I learned to keep it inside. Well, now it's coming loud and clear. I want a deeper life. It's about love, it's about laughter, it's about comfort and smiles. It's about love, it's about kindness, it's about hearts open wide. It's about love, it's about passion, it's about taking a chance. It's about love, it's about service, it's about lending a hand. About lending a hand. Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. It's about love, it's about laughter, it's about comfort and smiles. It's about love, it's about kindness, it's about hearts open wide. It's about love, it's about passion, it's about taking a chance. It's about love, it's about service, it's about lending a hand. About lending a hand. One more time. Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine.
Say good morning to each other.
Maybe it's a guitar? I don't know what it is. Oh, it's this? Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
Now what? We done? They don't come back and sing more, do they? We could.
Hey everybody, quick announcement. Do not step anywhere near the carpets. We have the carpets there for a reason, so you can say hi to each other back there. Pretend this is your stage. Don't come anywhere near it, okay? I don't want you tripping. I don't want you getting hurt. Yeah, don't do that. So stay back from it. If we could actually just scoot everyone just a little back. It's there for your safety. Thank you.
Everyone's in their seats, but I'm going to ring the gong anyway. Good morning. Welcome to Unity of Flagstaff. This week's submission for a photo is from me, from the Arcosanti Amphitheater. And I was there in the last fall for a wedding. That venue is really neat. And my first thought when I walked out and saw this amphitheater was, gee, this thing's like straight out of Planet of the Apes. That whole site is quite strange if you've never been there. You should check it out. It's north or south of Cordis Lakes, and it's kind of tucked away over there. So welcome to Unity Flagstaff. I see lots of new faces today, and if you're a first-time visitor, please feel free to drop a blue info card in the baskets that'll go around later, or you can hand it to a greeter that you met on the way in. And announcements, well, read all the announcements in the newsletter this week. We're not going to read them in service today to save some time. And the newsletter went out on Friday. That's the one that has all the detail for the announcements this week. And the only one I want to bring up is if you have a local business, you can advertise with us. And I want to acknowledge all of our local business partners. So here's our first slide of business partners. On the A10. Press 2. Okay, we'll show that online. And then here's our second group of business partners. Let's give them a round of applause. All of these businesses are tied directly to our community here at Unity of Flagstaff. So we thank them for their support, and we are glad to support them. And we're also here to support you in affirmative prayer. You can ask a prayer partner. Prayer partners, if you're in the room, please raise your hands. Prayer partners are available after service today. They'll be here at the Serenity Room. If you're in need of prayer, you can call 1-800-NOW-PRAY for 24/7 prayer support. And we also have a prayer box. It's over here. And if you write in prayer requests, we'll hold them in consciousness for 30 days. You can also contact the center at 928-526-8893, and I will make sure your prayer requests get to the prayer team. Now let's welcome up Ms. Marcia Wiesner for our opening prayer. She's our board secretary, prayer partner, volunteer, and our friend. Come on up and give us a moment to get adjusted back there.
No. Okay. Oh, but I do want my phone. Don't stand on the carpet. Okay. Members of the board are not allowed to snort out loud when I start this poem, this prayer. No snoring, please. Let's pray together. Please take my words as your own. Let's take a few deep breaths and settle into the silence. I may find myself insisting that I am right and others are wrong on some issue. I said no snorting. It may be difficult to release this limiting thought, but I can bring my mind back to the limitless presence. Breathing in the presence, I call forth my divine nature and free my perceptions. While I am divine wisdom on my own, that wisdom grows powerfully when I and others join in prayer to understand what is only a perceived problem. Today, I remember when we know our oneness, we are powerful. And so it is, and so we let it be. Now, we are not today going to take prayers and gratitudes from the floor. Once again, the prayer box over there, we'll pick it up today and pray over it for 30 days and set it onto silent unity. But Char did request a prayer for the firefighters and the people in the course of the fire. So let's add this in. We affirm safety for all of God's creatures. We see those that serve to keep us safe, guarded, and guided. We wrap it all in a place of knowing and safety. We affirm Spirit is in this. Peace to those who are immediately impacted and all those concerned. And so it is, and so we let it be.
Thank you, Marcia. And now let's welcome up Dawn DeFord for our platform assistant. She's a board treasurer. She's on the Minister Search Committee, a volunteer, and our friend. Give her a round of applause.
Hey, give me some grace. This is my first time being a PA, so haven't done it before. So, are you living the good life yet? That's an interesting, thought-provoking way to look at it, isn't it? If we entertain that the good life is right here and we're already living it, it shifts our entire mindset. It's like giving ourselves permission to slow down, to savor what's here instead of what's next. And the funny thing is, when we embrace that perspective, we might start living in a way that's more content, more present, and a lot more grateful. The good life often hides in plain sights. So that makes attention one of the most overlooked conditions for our well-being. Many of us move through our days as if they were mostly unfinished. We notice emails we need to send, the awkward things we've said, and the house that needs work. This can turn into a ledger of deficits. The good moments are there as well, but they don't always show up with the same intensity. Noticing good things requires purposeful attention. If you have let that moment register before the next demand comes up, you have to focus on the meal, the joke, the small kindness, and the relief you feel after something hard is finished. Many of us are surrounded by much more good than we notice. In a recent study with the three good things exercise, which is writing down 3 good things that went well today and why they went well, found to increase happiness and reduce depressive symptoms. This doesn't erase grief or stress or serious problems, but it simply reminds us that our attention and intention changes our experience. What good thing from today would be expanded if you actually let yourself notice it? Embracing the reality that you've already made it flips the script from relentless striving to radical presence. If you're already enough, the frantic need for external validation vanishes. You shift from measuring life to actually experiencing it, trading future anxieties for present gratitude. If you live today knowing that you are already there, your daily rhythm would start to transform. Filter the decisions by joy, not utility. Stop choosing your path solely for career advancement or status. Instead, ask yourself, does this bring me joy right now? Savor the mundane. The pressure to create a spectacular life fades. You find profound peace in ordinary moments. Your morning coffee, a conversation, or a quiet walk. Drop the perfectionism. Since you're already good, mistakes are no longer evidence of failure. They are just opportunities to learn and pivot without self-condemnation. Redefine productivity. Stop measuring your worth by your output. Rest, deep connections, and mental well-being become just as important as checking things off of your to-do list. Deepen your relationships. Stop needing others to fill your own voids and validate your status, and you can love them unconditionally. You connect with people authentically, exactly as they are. Living this way turns life into an open-ended canvas rather than a checklist. You no longer need to wait for that promotion, a milestone, a specific paycheck, or give yourself permission to be happy, and you can begin that practice right now. Thank you.
Thank you, Dawn. All right. Let's join together in unity principle number 3. Thoughts have creative power to determine events and attract experiences. And the short version, thoughts create things. Today I'd like to introduce our guest speaker, Mr. Daniel Nahmod. Give him a big round of applause. And we'll give him a moment to prepare for meditation. We'll get the lights dimmed, and I'll need to set up something in the back. So give us just a moment while we settle in.
I'm reaching out to feel the infinite. I'm reaching out to know the divine. I'm reaching out to feel the infinite. Yeah, forever is already mine. I'm already there. I'm already home. I'm already safe in my eternal soul. I'm already there. I'm already home. I'm already safe in my eternal soul. I'm going deep to feel the infinite. I'm going deep to know the divine. I'm going deep to feel the infinite. Yeah, forever is already mine. I'm already there. I'm already home. I'm already safe in my eternal soul. I'm already there. I'm already home. I'm already safe in my eternal soul. Want to sing that with me? I'm already there. I'm already home. I'm already there. I'm already home, safe. I'm already safe in my eternal soul. I'm already there. I'm already home. I'm already safe in my eternal soul. I'm already there. I'm already home. I'm already safe in my eternal soul. I'm already there. I'm already home. I'm already safe in my eternal soul. So, did you believe yourself? Very nice of you to sing lines I'm providing you, but did you believe them? You're already there, already home, already safe. Tonight I'll be at the airport, and I think the TSA would disagree if I were to walk in and say, no, I'm already safe. I think if you polled 1 million Americans, never mind people all around the world, but let's just say 1 million Americans, how many of them would say they're already there, wherever there is for them? They've already made the money they wanted to make. They already lived in the house fancy enough. They already owned the car. They had the body they dreamed of having. They were the weight that they wanted to be. They were in the relationship of their fantasies. They're already there. How many people do you think would say, oh yeah, I have completely succeeded. The race is over. Yay me. So as I say that, you might be thinking, maybe. I have a couple areas where you would disagree for yourself. Nope, my weight's not there. Nope, my car is definitely not there. Talking for myself here. So, I'm going to talk more about this, sing a few more songs, but let's take a few seconds. These lines are sort of subversive. They're sneaky difficult. Easy to sing, not necessarily easy to believe. So will you just experiment? Humor me, a guy you barely know. Humor me for 30 seconds, 60 seconds. Grab in your mind one of these things that you are absolutely sure you have not finished. Something you have not made it about. Career, car, relationship, retirement fund, health, your kids, your mental health, recovery from something, a diagnosis of something that you do not actually believe you're already there. And dabble for a few seconds in the possibility that you are. Just experiment. What if I didn't have that fight to fight? What if I have already arrived? I'm already there. I'm already home. I'm already safe in my eternal soul. I'm already there. I'm already home. I'm already safe in my eternal soul. I'm already there. I'm already home. I'm already safe in my eternal soul. I'm already there. I'm already home. I'm already safe in my eternal soul. You've had to be strong for so long. You don't remember who you are. I know you think you still have so much left to do. I know you think you still have so much left to prove. You're sure there's miles to go, but that just isn't true. Nothing of this world is a reflection on you. You're already good, I already know. Your heart has been obvious from the get-go. You've already given the love that you were born to give. So take a deep breath, look up at the stars, the whole universe celebrates who you are. You've left an echo of perfection wherever you've stood. You're already good. I know it flies in the face of how it's supposed to be. They say it won't come easy. They say that nothing's ever free. But I'm here to tell you that the opposite is true. The most precious thing on earth is the eternal part of you. You're already good, I already know. Your heart has been obvious from the get-go. You've already given the love that you were born to give. So take a deep breath, look up at the stars. The whole universe celebrates who you are. You've left an echo of perfection wherever you've stood. You've left an echo of perfection wherever you've stood. You've left an echo of perfection wherever you've stood. You're already good. So put down roots, do some good, take somebody's hand. And you'll know better than most what really matters, what makes living this life worthwhile. And there may come a day your own kids will remember how their granddad used to say with a smile that he raised. We raised a kind child. I remember the first time. Oh, that's all right. Thank you. I remember the first time I got anything mechanically wrong with a car. My first car was a teeny tiny Toyota Tercel, roll-down windows, and the I'm not sure how this was legal, but the right side mirror was optional. I didn't get one. I didn't get the mirror because it was like $130 more or something, and and frankly, I think I blame my dad because he came shopping for the car. I paid for it, but he came with me, and what was he thinking, not making me buy a right mirror? But anyway. So I'm driving this Tercel for a while, and then one day something went wrong with it. I don't remember what it was, and I had to get to a mechanic, and the mechanic was like $500 or $600 to fix. And I had a realization back then, and I know for sure you have all had this experience, where you were like, I'm just going to use just going to say it in general terms. You're looking for something. There's something you want to buy. But you're waiting for it to go on sale. It's like there's a dress you want to buy and it's $20 more than you want to pay, or there's a phone, it's $500, and you're thinking, I cannot spend $500 on a phone, or whatever it is, new shoes. And then one day something breaks on your car and you kind of have to. And all of a sudden it's like, why didn't I just buy the thing that I wanted all this time? I was pinching pennies and preventing myself from doing that. I'm not saying like give in to pleasure every time. I'm saying like when you need it, all of a sudden, when something breaks in your car, all of a sudden you need to use a credit card, or you have the money, or whatever you do, you got to do it. You do it. And in a slightly weird, free associating but similar way, my wife had a car accident in February. She was rear-ended. She was driving one of the biggest, heaviest cars you can buy. It was a 2011 Volvo sedan, beautiful condition. My God, she took care of it impeccably, and it was totaled. And it might have saved her life, to be honest. She was hit probably 60 miles an hour. She was at a dead stop. She was rear-ended by somebody. We don't actually know how she managed to get up the speed that she did. And she totaled the car, and I thought of this moment, like the moment where you need $500 and you've been worrying about $500 all along, but when you need it and you just have to do it, you just do it, and all of a sudden your circumstances are different, so you look at the situation different. And here's how State Farm valued her 2011 car. Here's what they told me on the phone. We pay what it was worth 1 minute before the accident. It's pretty interesting. And by the way, it was worth almost nothing, which was convenient for State Farm. But 1 minute before the accident, what was the car worth? Did we even notice? And she does notice her beautiful car, right? She noticed her beautiful car. She took pride in it. But 1 minute before the accident, it had a value, and then wiped out, and State Farm was prepared to write a check for, all $75 that it was worth. You know what I mean? So similarly, sorry, this is Danny free associating, but I am making a point here. It's sort of similar to a photo you find of yourself with someone in your family or a friend who you haven't seen since. Either they passed away, or you lost touch with them, or they disappeared from your life, or you disappeared from theirs. But all of a sudden, that photo is way more valuable than it was the day you took it.
it's far more noticeable. Like it's much more impactful. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like a relative, especially a relative, let's say, who passed away, who you loved. And you don't know that it's the last time you ever saw them. And the sentence you said to them, that you love them, or the laugh you had, turned out to be the last laugh you had with them, right? The last hug from your grandmother, or, you know. I had a moment, my brother would kill me for sharing this, but I had a moment, I just went to lunch with my brother David and my son Jude, who you just met from that song, and he really is a kind child, although he's also 14, so he's kind of becoming a little asshole, you know, but I did not say that into the microphone. Nobody heard me. Right, it's not on the record forever online. Right, Sean. Anyway, so I just had this moment with my brother David. Okay, so we go to eat pizza with Jude because Jude gets to pick with his Uncle David. So he picked whatever he picked, and we go back to David's car. I'm going to say goodbye to my brother, and my brother left 2 doors open in the car. We walk up to the car, and I'm like, "Why are your doors open?" He says, "I don't know." And they're wide open. Nobody broke in. Nobody broke into the car. So David says, "Maybe I have dementia. You know, maybe I have early dementia." Well, he's 54. I don't think he has early dementia. But it made me think of this, because I've been thinking about this subject for a couple weeks. It made me think of it. We all also have a moment in our lives, whether it's ourselves or someone else, when rather than a car accident that suddenly costs a ton of money that we didn't think we had or didn't have, we get a diagnosis that we didn't see coming, right? Someone we love gets a diagnosis. And everything changes on a dime. And 1 minute before the accident, the relationship was very different. Life felt very different 1 minute before the diagnosis. And it all changes. So, have you, and I should preface, every time I talk about anything, I should preface, I'm a hypocrite about everything, okay? There's no mastery coming from this direction to you. There's just questions and thinking out loud, okay? Another example, and I'm poking and prodding a little bit, and I'll sing a couple more songs, but the goal here is, my only goal here is to provoke a thought, okay? So another one is I've been writing a musical. I've been writing a musical for a dozen years, and I'm actually casting it this month. Yeah. Well, you haven't heard it yet, but that's very nice of you. But that's literally 12 years or more I've been working on this thing. And I have sung, I'm doing a concert this afternoon at 12:30, and I'll sing a couple songs from the musical for you. And I have sung these songs, a handful of them out in the world, and there's often, not every time, but there's often somebody very sweet. I sing nice songs for nice people for a living, including yourselves. You know, it's a pretty good job. You know, it's not super stable, and there's no 401k, but otherwise it's pretty rewarding. And there's always some nice person in the room when they hear a song from my musical. They shout out something along the lines of, "I could see it on Broadway." And I'm like, whoa. Let's not get ahead of me here. I am not thinking about Broadway. If a high school drama department staged this musical, this is, the truth is I would be in the back row sobbing with the sense of achievement. Broadway is a mountaintop. It's like getting into water polo with the goal of winning a gold medal in the Olympics. Let's start with being able to tread water for 5 minutes, and we'll take it from there. So will I have made it? Will my musical be a success if it's produced by a high school drama department? Will it? Well, to some people it will have succeeded. To other people, it'll look like a starter. It'll look like a grammar school project, right? So what about maybe the harshest judge and the most important judge? How am I going to feel about it? Right. That's really the question. Will I feel like I'll tell you. I have the script over here somewhere because I'm going to sing a couple songs and I still need to read the words. Printing that script, I did it a couple months ago for the first time, printed it from start to finish. That was my win. I had never printed it before. That was a huge thing. And again, I'm a hypocrite, so I don't know if I really mean it when I say that if it never got beyond that printed copy, start to finish, I would be proud of it forever. I think I would be. I'd have mixed feelings. Right? So here's really the question. The question is, right now, you and I are 1 minute before whatever's coming next. Are you and I capable in this moment of acknowledging, of recognizing, of seeing how nice the car is, how healthy the body is before the diagnosis comes in? Have you made it? Or is it still a strive after a strive after a strive, an ongoing, relentless pressure to improve that you don't even realize you're doing to yourself until the diagnosis makes it impossible to improve your health, or until the collapse of the economy makes it impossible to grow your business, or whatever reason, you know, whatever diagnosis, whatever we're always 1 minute away from something changing. So here we are in the actual present moment. Have you made it? Or is the list of to-dos and to improves and to learns and to figure out and to get betters and to prove, like the song Already Good is about, is that list a relentless judge of your day today? Yes, right, for me, for sure, right? If you've lost 20 pounds, you need to lose 20 more. I'm almost there, already, always almost there, right? So can I actually celebrate the printing of the first draft? By the way, it's changed 1,000 times already since then. Can I celebrate the printing of it as its own mountaintop, or is it only an interim step that I don't really get to celebrate? You know, can you not really celebrate? My birthday is next week, and I'm turning 56. Can I celebrate the 56th, or do I need to wait for the big one? You know what I'm saying? Can I celebrate Father's Day if I'm just a kind of a good dad but not a great dad, or if I failed in 100 ways, which I fail every day as a dad one way or another, right? Can I celebrate Father's Day anyway, or do I need to achieve something first? And I'm happy for you if you feel that way. I'm happy for you. I feel like bookstores full of self-help books and TVs filled with if your retirement fund is $100,000, you are probably in the 99th percentile in America. Okay, but you may also look at it and say, that is nothing, peanuts. I'm ruined. I'm in deep, deep doo-doo. This has got to be $500,000 before I retire, right? Which means, not for a moment do you enjoy the $100,000 of security that you've put in the bank that almost nobody manages to do in the world, never mind America, right? So is it a good start to your retirement fund, or are you capable every so often of buying yourself a cupcake and saying, way to go me, right? Have you already made it? By the way, because the difference between looking at it as the starter, as like halfway there, I'm on my way, and look at what I did. The difference is a completely different day. Like that beautiful opening talk, right? That was yours, yes? Beautiful. Perfect. Right? Beautiful. That's a completely different day you're going to have. When I printed that script, I confess, I let myself have a win. I was excited. I signed it. I signed it and dated it, and I took a picture of myself holding it. Nobody else cares. No, I mean, it's only, no. I mean, it's my life and it's my story, and I just wanted for a minute to hold it before, like literally before the next 5 minutes where I started rewriting it again. I wanted to hold it. I printed from page 1 to end of show to, curtain on the last page, or whatever you're supposed to say, which I don't know yet, right? I wanted to enjoy it, but I'm not good at doing that. I'm not good at doing that. I have lost some weight, but not enough. So I'm not celebrating having lost 20 pounds. I got to lose 20 more. So, right, if you take a walk for exercise, and it wasn't easy for you, let's say you got to get off the couch, you're not looking forward to it. You get off the couch, you take a walk. Do you congratulate yourself, or do you say, one walk in a week? That was fantastic. No, I mean, for real, right? Have you already made it, or haven't you, is the question. Now, by the way, there's another thing. Actually, you can show a picture. I have a picture of my boy. That is Jude, as happy as he gets. And now he's happy other times, but he's on the Amazon River in that picture. We were just in Peru, including these two lovely people here. I lead tours, and we just had a tour to Peru. Jude demanded that he go. I won't even say asked. I mean, he was just relentless until his mom and I said, okay. And it's not cheap, and it's not simple, and I was working the whole time, but he wanted to come, and this was one of the things that he couldn't wait to do. And here we are, a boat on the Amazon River. And he looked at me after I took this picture and said, why'd you do that? And I said, because you are so happy. And this is really what I said, because you're so happy, and you're 14, and you're not going to be 14 forever. And I want to grab it, right? Now, in 4 years, he'll look like a baby to himself, right? In 24 years, let's say, knock on everything, he's still alive and well, and maybe he has a child of his own, right? 20, 30, who the hell knows? God help me if it's 7 years. But, so my point is, he's going to look back he's going to look at that picture, and it's a moment that it's the kind of moment that I miss most of the time. My brain is scattered. I'm doing a lot of things. I free associate for a living, and I miss moments like this all the time. That moment, that smile, I didn't miss, right? Didn't miss that one. So how many moments of good life do you miss? Because, by the way, was that moment perfect? No. That smile, that's perfect. But was the moment perfect? It was hot. It was sweaty. We had to wake up at 4 in the morning to catch our flight. We had caught 2 flights. That day was 2 flights, 2 buses, and a boat. So this was 2 in the afternoon, and we'd been up for 10 hours. And he did fall asleep, by the way, after that picture, on the boat, right? So was it a perfect day? Had we made it? I mean, we weren't on a yacht, right? I mean, there's things you could improve. Right? There's things you can always think of things you can improve. But on its own, my boy made it to the Amazon. On its own, his father managed to snap a picture that I will cherish for the rest of my life, right? Or I could look at all the things that did not get done, or that weren't perfect, or that were hard before it or hard after it. I could do it. We all get that choice. So what's the difference in my day? One is, look at the moment I gave my son, I could weep. Versus, man, I wish he'd eaten more protein on that trip. Right? And I do. I hear my bubby's voice. He's too skinny. He's too picky eater. He's in Peru. There's lots of food, beautiful food, right? We ate very well. He didn't eat very well. Poop, he just ate spaghetti and just the simplest foods. He was way out of his comfort zone, and I'm not going to force him. You know what I mean? I'm not going to push it. So I could think about that. Or I could just say, he made it to the Amazon, and he had that moment on the river. And the difference in the feeling is radical. You and I have that choice every single day. Is the relationship perfect? Probably not. Bad luck. We all have to date, kind of each other and ourselves, and marry each other and ourselves, and we're all raised by humans, and now we're raising kids as humans, and the whole thing is just kind of going to be messed up, But is there good to celebrate? Have you made it? If your kid is alive and well, have you made it? You know, we again, a free association, but we're in Peru. You know what you cannot do in Peru is brush your teeth with tap water. Not just drink with it, not just cook with it. You don't put it in your mouth unless you want to get very sick. And it's not only true for us, it's true for Peruvians, if you can believe it. 200 years of independence from Spanish occupation, Spanish colonial rule. 200 years, they have still not managed to build a potable, filtered water system for, not even for the capital city of Lima. Over 10 million people in a mega city drink bottled water only, or boil their water to cook, right? I come home, I brush my teeth without thinking about it. Have I made it? You betcha. Has this country made it? Yes, it surely has. Somebody on our trip got sick, she got antibiotics. You think everybody in the world gets antibiotics? We get them, we complain, rightfully so sometimes, how hard it was to get to the doctor, how much they cost, what they do to our bodies, blah, 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 a lot of things to say about it. I got it. But you get sick, you take medicine, you get better. You made it. That's the good life right there. Or you can look at all the failures of the medical system, which my wife and I enjoy doing, and you know, or you can complain about 1,000 different things. Or you can think about the bastard who got you sick, or you know, the work you missed because of the cough, or whatever. You can, of course you can. Or you can say, I got sick, I got a prescription from Costco, 4 days later, no fever, no cough. That's the good life. I'm the lucky one right there, you know. And the difference is the day you have. So let me sing a couple songs. I'm sure I'm out of time already. And, no, I am definitely out of time. It's very nice to lie to me, but it's not true. So we have a lot more songs to sing this. Thanks. A lot more songs to sing this afternoon. I hope you'll stick around. And if you don't stick around, I hope you don't go jogging. I saw some people jogging this morning on my way here. I'm like, what are you doing? It's not air right now. It's just not. You know, I remember reading that if back in the worst days of Los Angeles smog, it said something like taking a 1 mile walk was like smoking a pack of cigarettes. You know, that's what this is today. So if you aren't in this beautiful air-conditioned, cozy little space this afternoon, go with God, but do me a favor. Do Danny a favor and stay inside where there's filtered air, okay? This is actually not good for our lungs. It just isn't good for us, okay? Okay, that's it. End of lecture. Yeah, good dad, yeah, okay. Yeah, I tell Jude, good dad, that's funny. I tell Jude, you know, three things in life, kid, and I say to him, you know I'm a hypocrite, but it's true. Walking, water, sleep. Walking, water, and sleep. He's like, oh, okay. You know, but he'll be thinking of it long after I'm gone. You know. Anyway, all right, so a couple songs before we go. Here we go. We've all heard this kind of story. Somebody's diagnosed that their time is suddenly short. And in the back of our minds, we wonder, what if that news was mine? Would we do more of the same with the moments that remain? Would we live like we were dying? Why wait? Why wait for that fateful fall, for that wake-up call? Why wait until it's too late? There is only today.
We've all heard this kind of story. An earthquake strikes the coast of a distant land. It seems like every time we come together as humankind, we make a different choice. Kindness cuts through all the noise, and we're suddenly united. Why wait? Why wait for that pouring rain, for that hurricane? Why wait until it's too late? There is only today. Why wait? Oh, and when an ambulance goes by, everybody pulls aside. The holidays put smiles on every face. So tell me, what's the reason why we need excuses to decide we are part of only one human race? We've all heard this kind of story. Someone keeps her dream a secret all her life. Why wait? Why wait? 'Cause if we don't try, oh, that dream may die. Why wait until it's too late? Let the future fall away. Let regret evaporate. There is only today. Why wait?
Let's prepare for our celebration of abundance. If I could get my board basket, bless her, up here, Ms. Marilyn Chase.
Hi. Okay. If you would repeat with me. Our board consciousness is abundance. We are an abundant and thriving community. Number 2 is for our new minister. We are attracting the perfect new minister for Unity of Flagstaff, who leads and inspires us into our next phase of spiritual growth and service. We release our limitation and give from abundance. Thank you, Spirit.
All right, before the baskets go around, if you're going to pay for your tickets, let's hold off on that. This is just regular offering, please. All right, I'm here to remind you about ways to give. Go ahead and you can go out. You can do cash or check. We have a fee-free option with Zelle. This QR code is on our website and in the newsletter. If you would like to give specifically towards our investment account, can you show this online? To our investment account, you can do that. And you can also send in mail to P.O. Box 1740 Flagstaff, AZ 86002. We'll give them a moment to go around. I got a joke I can share while we're waiting. So there's a lot of talk about artificial intelligence these days. Well, I can here to assure you that I am the opposite. I am 100% genuine stupidity. Organic stupidity. There we go. That's good. Yeah. All right, let's come on up with our baskets. If everyone will join me, we'll bless the baskets. Thank you for this bounty. Thank you for this community. Thank you for the good we do and will do. We are joy-filled, and so it is. Thank you, Spirit. And we'll get set up for Daniel here. I'm going to play you another song.
Yeah, one more song, yeah. Thank you for having me. Nice to be back. And I have outside on the table, I have basically two things. I have music, and I have my wife's jewelry. Some of you have seen it before. She's a silversmith. She stays home with Jude and is a complete introvert, so she would never, ever stand behind a table and show off what she makes. So that is the job that her husband proudly does. She puts as much of herself into the jewelry as I put into the music, honestly, but she is not the entrepreneur in the family, just the artist. So that's why I have beautiful. She's sterling silver. It's all handmade and really good stuff. And that's on that. And then the other side of the table is music. I have a USB drive. It has 14 albums on it. And I have individual albums, download cards. If you don't have a CD player, I have CDs too. So that's basically it. And then the last thing is the Peru trip just happened, and I'm going to do it again almost exactly 1 year from now. If that's any interest to you at all, no pressure. Just give me an email address, and you'll have you'll know when we have an itinerary for you and all the details. If you can do it, yeah. And then I'm leading a group to Scotland and England this October. Scotland and England for like 15 days, an amazing trip. And there are, as far as I know, 2 spaces left. I don't know whose spaces they're going to be, but if maybe they're yours, talk to me. You'll just get an email from Cerise, and you'll know the itinerary and the costs if you're at all interested. If not, no problem. Just mentioning it. And so we'll start the concert in half hour, right?
Whatever you need, boss.
Whatever it is, half hour, 40 minutes, something like. Well, we'll take. There's snacks. There's a little bit of snacks, so coffee, tea. I'll be out at the table, and then we'll start a show. Okay. Concert will be an hour and a half, let's say. No intermission. Very simple. Just a bunch of songs. And the last thing I want to say about this question of making it, and it really, to me, it's maybe my most heartfelt one, is the question not of professional achievements or how flat your stomach is or how nice your car is, but the difference you've made. Okay, and that is also, for better and worse, we have a lot of information about the heroes of humanity. We have a very high bar. When we learn about Gandhi and Dr. King and Mother Teresa, it can be very difficult to stack up against world-changing people and to look at the good we do and think, I've made it. I've done some good. But in my observation and experience and opinion, you can take it for what it's worth, making one person's life better. In the Jewish world, they say that saving a single life is like saving the human race, saving the world. And almost none of us, in fact, you could say none of us really, get the opportunity to save 1 million lives, much less 1 billion. We don't get to feed the hungry. We don't get to house the homeless. What do we get to do? We get to make one child's day better. We get to make one person on the street corner eat lunch instead of go hungry, right? We get to make our kids' classroom a little friendlier, or a teacher feel a little more appreciated, or a neighbor feel like their neighbor's looking out for them. Little things are what most of us, myself included, of course, get to do. So we can absolutely judge that against the grandest efforts of the United Nations and heroes, or we can do what we are able to do where we are and let it be enough, and appreciate the good we've done right where we've been and let it be good enough. It's not giving us ourselves a free pass to not do more good. It's just like letting yourself celebrate your 56th birthday or the printout of your 18th draft of your musical. It's just letting a win be a win rather than be only a stepping stone. Well, I volunteered at a hospital a couple of times. Yeah, a couple of times. And the people in that hospital who you visited have not forgotten it. Impact made, difference made. Can it be enough? That's the last thing I want to leave with you on that subject. It's easy to poo-poo the small stuff, except that the small stuff is what essentially all of us get to do. And therefore, let it be enough. Gonna rise up early in the morning, gonna smile at a brand new day, gonna find that good stuff on the way, gonna have that feel-good feeling, never mind if it's here to stay, gonna find that good stuff on the way. 'Cause the sun is shining on me, yes it is, and there's nowhere I'd rather be. I have more than enough, yeah, I'm swimming in the good stuff. Good stuff. Gonna live a little bit different, gonna finish what I've begun. Gonna keep those worries on the run. Gonna see what's waiting for me. Gonna find a new kind of fun. Gonna do what nobody thinks can be done. Oh yeah, 'cause the sun is shining on me. Yes it is, and there's nowhere I'd rather be. I have more than enough. Yeah, I'm swimming in the good stuff. Good stuff. Ooh. Oh, I'll run out of answers. I'll run out of time. I'll run out of chances, run out of my mind, yeah. But I try to remember when it's said and done. By so many measures, I'm the lucky one. The sun is shining on me, and there's nowhere I'd rather be. I have more than enough. Yeah, I'm swimming in the good stuff. Good stuff. Ooh, good stuff. Overflow in my cup.
We're getting close.
Because we're going to sing again together, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Before we do this, I wanted to mention that some of you already know that Bob Klein passed away a few weeks back, and we're still planning his celebration. We have some cards for the family, so if you'd like to write a message in here, they're up here with some pens. Feel free to come grab them at your leisure. And then afterwards, when we break between now and the concert, Dawn will help track the ticket sales, but we need to get set up for that. So give us some time to do that. Okay. And please stand for our closing. We'll reprise Swing Wide the Doors.
go. You guys ready? We had our practice round.
Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. It's about love, it's about laughter, it's about comfort and smiles. It's about love, it's about kindness, it's about hearts open wide. It's about love, it's about passion, it's about taking a chance. It's about love, it's about service, it's about lending a hand. About lending a hand. Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine.
If everyone will join me in the prayer of protection. The light of God surrounds us. Claim the light. The love of God enfolds us. Claim the love. The power of God protects us. Claim the power. The presence of God watches over us. Claim the presence. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Create an amazing week, everybody. We'll see you shortly for the concert.